I want you to be aware that I've been contacted by the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles regarding fraudulent emails appearing to be from the TxDMV, and I wanted to pass this information along to you. The Texas Department of Motor Vehicles recently received reports of email fraud related to unaffiliated parties posing as representatives from the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles. These types of emails request you update your account or your account profile. They require you to provide personal information that can be used for malicious purposes. Note that the email in this screenshot is from info@TxDMV.gov, which is not a valid TxDMV address. The official address from official TxDMV communications should be info@TxDMV.gov, not .org. Okay, so .org is not from the TxDMV. Info@TxDMV.gov should be an official TxDMV communications email. Also note the validate your profile link, which is never valid and is never requested by the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles. Remember, legitimate emails from the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles will always be sent from an email address that ends in @TxDMV.gov. Also remember, the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles will never request your social security number or your date of birth or your driver's license number or passport number unless it's the initial online application that you filled out at Web Dealer. Malicious phishing emails that do not originate with the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles will usually request these types of information, okay? So I do want you to be aware, if you do have any suspected fraudulent emails, the TxDMV would like you to report them or forward those to efraud@TxDMV.gov. Once again, if you get any of these emails, please forward them to efraud@TxDMV.gov. I want you to be aware of the following tips to protect yourself. Be wary of any emails that you were not expecting. In cases where you cannot verify the sender, be sure and do so by the phone. Think before you click. Scammers depend on really impulsive clickers, so be very cautious on those urgent deadline messages, like messages from the IRS or COVID-19 or something about your bank account or your credit card that demand an urgent response. Never, ever enter your sensitive information in an untrusted site or a pop-up window. Always hover over a link with your mouse to determine if the link points to a legitimate web address. Do not reply to suspicious emails. Again, to report a suspicious motor vehicle email related to your dealership, then go ahead and forward that to efraud@TxDMV.gov. Spotting fraudulent emails, also known as phishing emails, is essential to protect yourself and your personal information from online threats. Here are some other tips that are going to help you to identify and avoid such emails, okay? Check the sender's email address. Examine the sender's email address closely. Phishing emails often use email addresses that look similar to legitimate ones but may contain differences or misspellings, such as TxDMV.org instead of the official TxDMV.gov. Be especially cautious of email addresses that use free or generic domains. Look for generic greetings like Dear Customer or Dear User instead of addressing you by your name. Legitimate organizations typically use your name in their correspondence. Be cautious of urgent or threatening language. Fraudulent emails often create a sense of urgency or fear to manipulate you into taking quick action. They might threaten to close your account or claim that you've won a prize, hoping to make you act without thinking. Always verify that content. Look for spelling and grammatical errors as well. Legitimate organizations such as the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles will typically proofread their communications carefully. Examine the URL. Hover your mouse over any links in the email to see the actual website URL. Check to make sure that it matches the legitimate website of the TxDMV or any other organization that it claims to be from. Be wary of misspelled URLs or domains that don't match the DMV's company's official website. Avoid downloading attachments or clicking on links. Do not download attachments or click on links in suspicious emails. These may contain malware that can harm your device or steal your information. Always check for secure connections. Legitimate organizations such as the Department of Motor Vehicles will have secure connections, such as that HTTPS that is in front of the website. Ensure any links provided use that HTTPS instead of just an HTTP or maybe just a www to protect your data. Always avoid sharing personal information. Do not provide sensitive information like passwords, social security numbers, credit card details via email, even if it does appear to be from a trusted source such as the Department of Motor Vehicles. They're not going to request this information unless it was during your initial application process through Web Dealer. If you do receive an email requesting personal information, contact that organization directly using contact information from their official website or a trusted source. Do not just use the contact details that were provided in a suspicious email. And always make sure that your security software is up to date. So it's always imperative to keep your computer's antivirus and anti-malware software up to date to help detect and prevent any phishing attacks. And you can enable two-factor authorization whenever possible. So do please keep that in mind. Always educate yourself and your dealership employees. Make sure that your employees know about the risks of phishing emails and how to recognize them. Awareness is really a key to preventing these scams that can make you become a victim. So by following these guidelines, you can reduce the risk of falling for fraudulent emails and protect your personal information and your online security. Once again, to report a suspicious motor vehicle related email or to verify anything, please forward those emails to efraud@TxDMV.gov. So, I really hope that you found this information helpful. Once again, my name is Dallas Johnson. I'm the lead instructor of the Automobile Dealer Training Association, and we are approved by the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles to provide your dealer pre-license and renewal training. You can just go to TexasDealers.com. Once again, that is TexasDealers.com, and click on the big blue Enroll Now button at the top of any page. Thank you very much, and I want to wish you the very best of luck with the operation of your dealership.